Hey, it's Dr. Josh here. Today let's talk about dry needling. Now, dry needling is one of my favorite tools that I use every single day here in my clinic to help people get out of pain. And so dry needling is just another term for orthopedic acupuncture. It's been around for thousands of years, and anything that's been around for thousands of years is probably effective, right? If it stood the test of time for so long. So let's talk about what dry needling is good for and how it works. All right, it'll help you get more information so you can make a better decision about what you'd like to do to feel better in life. So dry needling is a tool that we use to help get rid of chronic nagging injuries. It helps with tight muscles. It helps with even acute injuries. It helps if we have limited range of motion, and it can even help prevent injuries and soreness. So it's a pretty effective tool for basically any type of pain condition. It excels at dealing with tight muscles mainly, right? And so the way that dry needling works is what we're doing is we're releasing trigger points. Now, a trigger point is literally those muscle knots that you get, right? It's where the tissue fibers in your muscles get all jumbled up and they get all disorganized. So with dry needling, what we can do is we can come into that tissue and basically release that trigger point, cause your muscle to relax and contract like it's supposed to. And when that happens, you can function better, you have less pain, you have more greater range of motion, and you get injured less. So that's the main way that dry needling works, is by busting up trigger points. And trigger points are just naggy little muscle knots, right? We all have them. We've all gotten them. They can happen from overuse. They can happen from trauma. They can happen from injuries. And so dry needling is the most effective tool for getting rid of trigger points. So if you're going to massages all the time and you feel like you have to go every single week, then it's probably time to consider something like dry needling. It can help to provide permanent and lasting results so that you don't have to go get a massage all the time. Now, massages feel great. I think they're a great tool, but sometimes you just can't mash on a tissue enough to fix it, right? And that's where something like dry needling is a better choice. Dry needling also works to increase blood flow and oxygen to tissues, right? When we have an injury, oftentimes we find that tissue just isn't getting enough blood flow. We call it ischemia. And when that happens, we don't get much oxygen to that tissue, and all the cells start working a little slower than they should, and they can't keep up with the repair that they need to do to keep your body functioning at a high level. So dry needling increases blood flow and it increases oxygen to those tissues. It's basically kind of like mashing the gas pedal on healing. So it's really helpful for that. And the third way that dry needling helps to get rid of chronic pain is what we call neuromodulation. Now, that's just a fancy term to say that it helps your nerves function like they're supposed to function and work more efficiently. Well, oftentimes when we have a chronic injury, our nerves become a little bit inflamed. They don't send an electrical signal to whatever muscle that they're supposed to as quickly as they're supposed to, and it can cause weakness. It can cause those tingling sensations. So what dry needling does is it helps neuromodulate our tissues and helps those nerves to function like they're supposed to function. So when we combine all of this, we get this amazing, non-invasive, really safe tool that can help get rid of pain, right? And that's what we use it for. So if you feel like you got a ton of bricks on your shoulder, or you got a tight, achy back all the time, or your knees are bugging you, or you have tennis elbow or plantar fasciitis, then look into dry needling. It's an amazing tool. If you have any questions, then you can just fill out the form below, or if you're watching this on YouTube, then just head over to HansonComplete.com, fill out a form, get in touch with my clinic, and I can answer any more questions that you have, or we can get you rocking and rolling on the path to feeling better. So there's dry needling in a nutshell. If you have any questions, like I said, reach out and I will answer anything you got. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak with you soon. Bye.